This is my cheap diesel heater from China. I got this on Amazon, and if you type in Chinese diesel heater, you'll get a bunch of options claiming different things, but for the most part, they're all the same components in these kits. I already picked out a spot in the shop for it to live, so I decided to build a shelf for it so that I can bolt the unit down and eliminate possible accidents in the future. An important thing about these units is, although they put out good heat, a ton of great heat is wasted out of the exhaust. That being said, I decided to make a simple heat exchanger using some scrap Dom tubing that I had laying around. Now, this tube will get really hot, so for safety, I decided to route it behind my plasma table. I also designed these brackets to keep it securely mounted to the wall. Then, I designed this pass-through for the exhaust to safely leave the exterior wall without burning anything in the process. I also routed the intake to get fresh air from outside. It's worth noting that you should keep the exhaust and the intake a fair distance away from each other to avoid sucking in exhaust gases. At only 12 volts, it doesn't take much to power these units, but you will need some decent amperage to get them to start the burning process. For this, I took an old Xbox power supply and rewired it to handle that task. Lastly, I popped in this intake filter because it was way more pimped than the stock one that came with it. Then I made a quick shield to keep it from sucking in water on rainy days. I've had the heater for about a week, and so far, I'm really liking it. My shop is only 500 square feet and it's not fully insulated, and on a 15-degree day, I can comfortably get the shop to about 64 degrees with the unit set to high. As far as fuel consumption goes, if I run it on high, I can get about 10 hours of heat on about 1 gallon of diesel, which is pretty impressive. If you're looking for an inexpensive way to heat your shop, this might be your solution.